180. He's coming. Check in. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Bang, 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 bang. Lock in.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 61. Match box white. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky on the move to his left. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Trubisky to throw again. And he finds Montgomery complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shoot. Go.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Look, squeeze. Hey, lock it. Six guys. Go. Hit it.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Greystone, travel. Ready.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side. Swift, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Hey, Alpha. You got nothing to go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Lamb. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
On the ready.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Back, go.
A toss play to Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Tight end's right. 3 down.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left, and he's going to keep it here. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Rip right.
On second down now, Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Down. 90 Wolf. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and 4.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 22, Trubisky. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On third down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Browns will take over first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Back to throw here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It's going to be a long...
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. 8, read. You must be getting tired of seeing. Hey, Charlie.
Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Get up! 180! Hey, alert! Let's go! Hey, alert 3! Watch the ship! 80 weapons! Watch the ship! Ship!
Now Trubisky. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Set. 18 Gator. Come on. Oh, here we go. Oh, hit it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Second and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You ain't doing nothing today.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Get up. 180. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Check.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Alert.
Trubisky will throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing here, Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st down, Swift, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go 950.
Hey, orbit.
Check.
2nd and 11. Throwing right, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Let's go.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go. 30 base. Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got this down to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
No.
Fair. 61, matchbox lights. Get it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Tighten up. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Ran.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's got Miller.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Get up. 180. Rip left.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Alert. Line 50.
Hey, line 7.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
Here's Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Go! 180! 6 right there, right there. Hey, ball. Check. Go!
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Protein spill.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And down to the 27-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Stick at the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Show it up. Show it up. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check 50. Check 50.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. Then the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop him? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
General West.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 28. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Dudes. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Hey, wahoo!
Now it's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Browns drive about to get started, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight down. There you go.
Ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Come on. You better bring it. SOS.
You're out.
SOS.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ran, go.
56 to
Hey, Delta.
check 56.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's got Burton here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Check 26. Check out.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
At the Browns' 48-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Switch it.
Hey, 18.
Check 3. Mike.
Now it's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
15 line. Check, go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Crunch time, defense.
Rock it. Bravo. Step.
They're going to look to throw. And fights him off. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the default. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So Cleveland able to come away.